guys, this is the random guy on the interweb, and this is episode 1 of the Invisible Influencer Videocast. So, all the videos I see out there are like, how to retire in your 50s, or your 50s are so fucking great. There are actually a lot of things that really suck about being in your 50s. A lot of us have serious medical issues by this time, or we're single, not by choice, whether it is divorce, maybe you're widowed, or it could be your partner needs to go on an existential journey to see if they're a lesbian, maybe, or maybe not. Yeah, it happened to me, my guys. So, for real. Our financial situation might not be what it should be for a variety of reasons that were out of our control. Or we just have a lot of responsibilities, like still having children at home or aging parents that we still have to look after, which just equals stress. And we aren't in a position yet to retire, or maybe it looks like we never will be. We'll just give the toe tag resignation, which, when we can't work anymore or we die. There are a lot of things I can still accomplish, but there are many things that I'll never be able to complete. When we reach middle to upper middle age, a lot of times we're invisible, and I want to state first that, these are my experiences of being just a normal, average guy. I've got an average job, I make an average amount of money. I'm not poor, but I'm not rich by any stretch. I'm actually like most Americans, just kind of paycheck to paycheck, teetering around. I'm just a normal looking guy. I'm not super tall, not super short, not super fat, not super skinny, just average, man. I've got average vehicles. I mean, nothing super special, just average guy. Some people have radically different, situations and live what a lot of us would consider a charmed life, or maybe they're just a giga chat, but the average middle-aged guy, it's rough out here. I know it could be a lot worse, but I want better for what's left of the rest of my life, and being 50, if it has taught me anything, it would be what would make me happy now instead of searching for it in different unhealthy ways like I did when I was a younger man. I hope my midlife venting brings some awareness to at least one person out in the world and let you know that you aren't the only one, and you're not alone. And there is a remedy that to make things at least a little better. You could get your ass up, put one foot in front of the other, keep grinding, keep working on yourself for yourself. And even if it's just small steps, it'll get better and better. So, deuces, people.